Hello, hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we discovered who the letter we found in the thieves' hideout, we discovered who that letter was from. Abrecan de Menor, a member of the de Menor crime family, and, of course, Ximena belongs to that world, so clearly she was going to give him his letter back, and he has tasked us with stealing the jewel ourselves, seeing as we, sort of murdered the other guys that were going to do the job. Now, I'm thinking, do I want to have a look around this house? I kinda do. Let's just hope no one gets pissed off. So these are all servants. Again, we can unlock stuff and no one gets pissed, so don't mind if I do.
This calls for a subtle touch. There, what did I tell you?
Unlocked, and we're not going to touch it. We're not even going to check and see what's in there. I am not getting a bollocking, I swear down. The knives are warm from the heat of the oven. They look absurdly sharp. Even their kitchen utensils, they're like, yeah, just in case we have to do a bit of stabbing, we keep them sharp. Aight, people. Ximena, she's not a dumb lady. I think she's like, I know to be scared of these guys. The table is set with silver-trimmed plates and golden candlesticks. Clearly, crime pays well, that it does. That it does. Ximena knows that to be true. I'm thinking, can we go upstairs? I'm gonna give it a go. Because I'm nosy. I'm not being attacked. I'm not being attacked. So don't mind if I do. The coverlets feel like imported Edia silk. Ooh.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
Yeah, and it's unlocked. I just want the experience, please and thank you. Are you... Yeah, I guess because we're doing a job for them, they're like, hey, you're cool. The perceptive use of colour in this panorama is overshadowed by the oversized signature along the bottom, Abrecan de Menor, so he thinks himself an artist. While this landscape shows promise, the brushwork is obviously hurried. The artist seems to have spent more time on his signature, A de Menor, than anything else. Okay, yeah, he's all about himself. Ooh. That's thievery. Can we... Oh, any closer and you'll see the colour of your insides. Okay, yeah, no thank you. No thank you, I'm good. I'm fine. Like, is there any way to sneak in there? Flippin' heck. How many people are sleeping in here? The many pillows are fluffy and full with down. Whoever sleeps here must sleep soundly indeed.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
We've unlocked it. And again, we're not going to steal. We're just here for the experience. Don't mind us. You must be a friend of Abrecan. Hi. Bricanta de Menor. Okay, we can't open that, so that's stealing. Who are you?
How do you do?
The woman must be well into middle age, but there isn't a line on her face. Her large green eyes are watchful behind a curtain of glossy black hair. She studies you. I don't believe we've met. I'd remember you. What do you do here? She looks you up and down. Let's just say I'm a merchant. I handle the trade of certain goods that my enterprising children and husband happen across. Okay, so you're his... I think Abrecan is the son? He seemed like a young man. He seemed like a relatively young man, so I presume this is his man. Of course, Abrecan could be the husband. That being said, enterprising young children. I was thinking if it was like a marriage where, he's a lot younger than he is, if they had kid, I would assume them to be like, 2, 3, 4. Enterprising children. What's a 4-year-old gonna do? So I think Abrecan must be her son, not her husband. But I only trade with special friends, and if you want that kind of relationship, you'd have to do a little something for me. I mean, we can ask. What kind of favour did you have in mind? She crosses her arm and watches you out of the corner of her eyes. There's a certain someone who may or may not be named Kolfeg. He insulted me. I'd like you to make an example of him. Just what do you want me to do to him? I'd hate to stifle your imagination. She wrinkles her nose with a quick smirk. Let's see that you teach him a lesson. Oh, just see that you teach him a lesson he won't soon forget. Okay. I suppose I could help. If that's what it takes, then so be it. Rational. Sounds like fun. Cruel. Consider it done. Stoic. Maybe later. Okay. Is this actually a faction? Because they have their own merchant. I will say that's something I didn't see in Hadrat House. They didn't have a merchant. The Dozens have a merchant. The Crucible Knights have a merchant. At least I think they do. Yeah, Dunstan. Dunstan's a merchant. These guys have a merchant. Is this a faction? Is it actually 4 factions, not 3? Maybe later. Suit yourself. Leave. Okay, if this is actually a faction... I mean, to be honest... To be honest, out of all of the factions, if the crime family is someone we can ally ourselves with, that would make perfect sense for Ximena. That would make perfect sense for her. I'm thinking maybe... Maybe. I can pretty safely say, not the Dozens. Not the Dozens. And to be honest, I don't think I'm even going to try and do any quests for them. Like, yes, it would give us experience, but why would Ximena help out a faction that she doesn't want to succeed? That doesn't make sense for her. Yes, it would give us experience. It would allow us to buy stuff at their merchant, and it might even give us, like, really good equipment. I don't care. Ximena wouldn't do it. Ximena wouldn't do it. So I know for a fact I'm not even gonna see what the quests for the Dozens are. I doubt I'm even gonna go back into their into the expedition hall. Isabel and Jalistra, the Pulzerka Stoba, I assume. Yeah, that's Abaka. That's Abaka. Okay. Now this was... Ooh, hello. I want to say this was the Reymont house. Yoink. Oh, hello. The Charred Barrel, an inn, methinks? Oh, if it is an inn, then that's a very nice inn. Oh, come on, you can tell me more. Just one thing, please. Sorry, I promised Gaderman. Let's not talk about this here, alright? They're just a couple of nobles. Just a couple of nobles. But yeah, so, yeah, I'm probably not even going to go into the expedition hall. I'm not going to see what the quests are because that would just tempt me to do them. Ximena wouldn't do that. Ximena is not going to do any quests for the Dozens. I may see what I can pick up from Hadrat House and the Crucible Knights because Ximena does have an interest in them. But I think if House Domenel is an actual faction, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that the con artist would want to get in with the crime family, I think. The mortared stone wall is sheltered by the leaves. A knotty green vine climbs all the way up to an open window. 2 ornate shutters seem to beckon you in. Ooh, well, we're gonna test the vines. You give the vines a shake. They're thick and sturdy in your hands, but near the top they look flimsier. You might be able to make it to the top if you're quick. Is she quick enough? I mean, we have a grappling hook. Let's just use that. You cast your grappling hook and it catches on the windowsill. The rope remains taut as you put your weight on it. Yeah, we will climb the rope. Bracing your legs against the wall, you climb the rope. You perch atop the windowsill and steady yourself against the frame while the breeze cools your back. You detect movement inside the house. Aye. Blinking as your eyes adjust to the dim interior, you slip inside the manor. Okay, now we were told to be stealthy here. We were told to be stealthy, so everyone.
Light, flame, and sound.
And
Sure.
I'm just gonna have Ximena do this because Ximena is very, very sneaky. Also, don't mind if I do. Y'all are coming with me. Thank you kindly. And what is in here? What is in here? Okay, another book. Okay. Now then, there. Let's get close. Because I'm like, I guarantee there'll be guards. I guarantee there'll be guards, so I want to... This might sound silly. I want to see if I can spot one. I want to know if there's like... Wait a minute, can I... No. I was gonna say, like, obviously I can see there's, like, clearly a corridor over here, so is there a guard maybe patrolling? Like that, or maybe a guard could come from here. If that's a working door, then maybe guards could come through. Like, I would rather wait for a guard to appear and see if I can just see a little bit of their patrol route. Maybe there are no guards.
There's something you don't see every day.
Has discovered something. What has she discovered? Ah. Okay. Go. Trap detected. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Ooh.
I see where you're going with that.
Large fine shield and a great helm. Trap disarmed. Some copper pan and Heart of the White March. So that would be... The Heart of White March is a priceless jewel known for its pale glow and named after the equally famous mountain range it was discovered in. Jewels like this were once believed to attract dragons. Aye. Okay, we've stolen it. Yep, let's... Shit. Holy fuck, that was lucky. Holy... Go. Come on, Blackhound. Oh my god. Girl, you have luck. You have luck on your side. A gust of cool air hits your face as you peer out the window. The vine-covered wall beneath you overlooks a cobblestone pavement 2 stories below. A fall from this height could be dangerous. We're going to climb down the rope. You climb out of the window, gripping the rope. You ease yourself down the wall and to the safety of the ground. Oh my god. I thought we were screwed. We are fine.
Hey there.
Ah, the life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed. Though after 5 years, I'll be ready for a break.
It is true. You have been at it far longer than I. Where will you go next, when you have all the world to choose from?
Home, of course.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That was sweet. But okay, let's go give them the good news. That I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Ximena, she has the god's own luck. She really does. She's not a natural cat burglar, but like clearly her skills as a con artist, they are, you know, multi-purpose.
You have something for me, I hope?
Here it is.
Already? And without so much as a sneeze from the guards next door. Oh, very discreet indeed.
Discretion is my middle name.
This should keep the knights and the dozens in their place. A rare prize indeed. Take this. You've earned it.
I get the feeling that this is actually a faction. A rare prize indeed, you've earned it. House Ximena, major positive, we gained 3,000 copper.
My father, Gedmar, will be pleased to learn that I've acquired such a gem. And an ally. Go and speak with him upstairs. He's been looking for someone with your skill.
Tell the guards you're a distant cousin. He winks. They'll understand. This is a faction, isn't it? The other groups had jobs for me. I was only interested in Hadrat House and the Crucible Knights. Like, can I still do them? I have some questions. Oh, okay. And I have no answers. If there's nothing else, be on your way. Okay. Farewell. Oh. Hello? Still as stones. Okay. I assume this was the noise I just heard, that kind of like doo-doo-doo. Apahuilo farmers in the Ximena Plains discovered a large and elaborate ring of small Ardra pillars in a secluded southern valley. Though presumed to be connected to the Ingwithins in some way, the pillars do not appear to be connected to any ruins. However, since the site was discovered, farmers from up to 50 miles away have gone missing, eventually discovered days or weeks later in the Ring of Stones, permanently petrified. As the Apahuilo have little experience with Ardra pillars, they are calling upon Red Serens, Deerwoodens and Glanfathens for help. There are no companions at the stronghold. Okay. Well, I have no spare companions. Can I... Yeah, you must be at the stronghold. I don't think there's anything I can do here. It's going to take us longer than 25 hours to get back to Cadnua, so I don't think I can do this. That is interesting, though. That is very, very interesting. I was going to say, no, not you. This. Where was it? Built to last. I can still do this. I can still do this. And I don't think that opened up a specific task. Or quest. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So if House Ximena are an actual faction, I'm siding with them. It makes the most sense for Ximena. But before I do that, I'm thinking I'm gonna go pick up this quest from Curran. We had that. Was he called Curran? What was he called? It was something like Curran. What was your name? It was Curran. Excellent.
Greetings.
Hello again, my mysterious friend. It looks as though you could use some help. Ah! Curran wags a clawed finger. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunrid Row ears only. A civilian would need the confidence of Lady Webb before I could share. What brings you to Dunrid Row? Nothing apparently. Farewell. Okay. So how would we meet with Lady Webb? Because I'm pretty sure that we went upstairs, there was like an office area, we couldn't get into it. And there was a guy saying like, oh, if Lady Webb wants to speak to you, then she'll ask for you. That's interesting. So it seems like if we wanted to ally ourselves with Hadrat House, we'd have to take extra steps. It's not as simple as like, oh, do some quests with them, get in their good graces. It's also, oh, you would need to do something to attract this Lady Webb's attention, and then that would open up the group, and then you would be able to ally yourself with the... Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Now then, what is... Ooh, hello. Thirstwin. Heartless bitch, okay. The young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Cyril I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you'll hear about, then save yourself the trouble. He puffs up his chest but glances at the exit. What are you talking about? I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. Benevolent. Just tell me what the problem is. Rational. If I were after you, you'd already be oozing pulp under the table. Aggressive. Luckily for you, today's my day off. I'm just here for a drink. Clever. I don't have time for this. Leave. Luckily for you, today's my day off. I'm just here for a drink. He watches you and hesitates for several seconds. Finally, he gives a nervous chuckle. You had me for a moment. I wouldn't put it past her to send someone like you, though. Cyril's a courtesan over at the Salty Mast in Andra's gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor and send him her way. They have a good time and Cyril takes her fee and a little extra. Og. Con artists! Con artists working together! Ximena's like my people! Hello! He rubs his fingers together. 100 coppers here, a trinket there. It's bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. Go on, that's dishonest. Honest. No harm done then. Rational. You better not try anything with me. Aggressive. Oh, no harm done then. Anyway, we always split the bounty. Until a week ago. He squeezes his lips into a tight frown. She takes a necklace off of some noble. It's an Ingwithan medallion. Damn near priceless. The relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. He tugs at the gold chain around his neck, and even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. Ooh. Sagani's brow furrows in pity. That's a hard thing. I'll see about getting the medallion from Cyril. Tell me more about your situation. You're both a couple of cheats, and you're finally getting what you deserve. Good riddance, honest. I don't have time for this, not this. Absolutely not this. This is so are You said it's sacred to your clan. Are you Glanfathan then? The Ingwyffins are the mysterious people who came before. The Glanfathans are the people who revere them, I think. If I've got my history correct. So are you Glanfathan? Or do you belong to someone else? You're a different people. And did you go after this noble because you knew about the medallion, or was it just happenstance? Yeah, tell me more about your situation. He pecks at the hem of his sleeve. What do you want to know? What makes this medallion so important to you? Ah, okay, he is Glanfath, and I grew up in a Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glanfathans have protected Ingwythin ruins for thousands of years. It's the one duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fidgets with an emerald ring on his pinky. But treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Deerwood, and probably live on crusts of bread. He looks at his embroidered robes with disgust. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. So he came to the city like, oh yeah, I'll live this hedonistic lifestyle, and he's found this medallion, and it's reminded him like, oh yeah, this is what we stood for. Admittedly, this could all be bullshit. That's a thought, this could all be bullshit. He could be spinning us a tale. This is all rather fascinating. A single medallion to earn the god's favour and to return home. It reminds me of a story I heard somewhere. Okay. Tell me about Cyril. She's a courtesan at the Salty Mast, over in Andra's gift. She wasn't born to much, but she's done what she had to in order to escape that. He gazes at a string of amber beads around his wrist. She's a good friend. He folds his arms in his trailing, wrinkled sleeves. Without her, I'd probably be living hand to mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear. But this isn't about her or me. It's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held to for generations. Yeah, he's covered in jewels. You seem like you've done well for yourself. He clenches his heavily adorned hands. It was this or scrape by in the gutters like the rest of my clan. But I'd give it all for that medallion. I offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got, and Cyril knows it. I still don't understand why you can't take your money and return to Ir Glanfath. Rational too. He sighs, arching his neatly plucked eyebrows. Of course I could, but I'm not talking about logic and practicality. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. He makes circles with his wrists. Like an anchor. Defending the ruins for the gods gave us purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does that make any sense to you? This isn't a rational choice, it's an emotional one. And I would describe Ximena, even though I've been going for, like, rational choices, I've been doing that because she's clever. I think she's clever enough to know, okay, I need to be rational about this. I think she is a deeply emotional person, though. She's Valian. She's Valian. Passion is... It is them. It is such a core part of their culture. To be passionate, to be in touch with your emotions. So I think she'd understand this. Yes. He smiles and nods slowly. Then you know what it's like. How to care for something you can't explain. That's all I wanted to ask. Okay. So, will you help me get the medallion? I mean, he was offering to pay her. If we get it from her and then come to him, then he can pay us. I'll see about getting the medallion from Cyril. You'll find her at the Salty Mast. The only way anyone sees her these days is by paying, so you'll have to go through Maya. He fidgets with his sleeve. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Each plate and utensil has been polished to a spotless shine. The thin-stemmed goblets ring melodiously at the strike of a fingernail. Ooh. Yeah, this is the rich people inn. And we're taking their beer. An understudy. Hello. And though it may splinter my soul, I will... The scripts and props belong to a production of The Most Unfortunate Tale of Favia and Bernat. We've read that. We've read one of the scenes from that. Well, hey, it's a Valiant classic. Oh, you'll get there. You'll get there, lovey. God, I remember learning lines. I used to do, I was very involved in speech and drama back when I was in school. I loved it. Oh, I miss that. I miss learning lines. Nonton. That name sounds familiar to me, and I can't remember why. I'm like, let me just check. Were we supposed to talk to someone? Yeah, that's Cyril. This is in Copper Lane. That's the cave. That's a deer. I swear down the name Nonton is familiar. Oh shit! Was this oh, the guy in Gilded Vale who was running off with Pearlie's wife? Begging your pardon. Oh, it's you. It's good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place and they were kind enough to hire us both. Oh. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. Yeah, I was, Would that be... No, that's Werton. Confront Nonton. Yeah. Okay, so Nonton and Pearlie's wife came here. Okay. I'm glad they followed up on that. It's hard work, but good wages. Can't complain. Yeah, okay, so that's a pair of them. Hey, excellent.
Good day, stranger.
Ooh. The man is dressed in neat but functional clothes. His sun-wrinkled skin and limber musculature reflect a life spent in the wilderness. Well met. What brings you to the Charred Barrel? Okay. Is this your place? It's my retirement, he thumps the bar. Used to be a warehouse back when Brackenbury saw more ship traffic, but it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited it from some great-uncle who'd never had any luck pawning it off on my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Brackenbury. The nobles come to unwind, and kith from other districts come to mingle. He leans closer. We get a few rough types too, but they behave in here. Besides, their coin's as good as anyone else's. I was combining coin and good then. Who are you? I was a cartographer for the Duke for decades. He rubs his neatly stubbled cheek. Crossed the White March half a dozen times and mapped most of the ruins of Thane Bog. He grins, flashing a gold tooth. A good career, but one suited for younger men. When I came back to Defiance Bay for good, Cliver and a few other friends in the Knights helped me get the rights to refurbish this place. There's strong ale, quality entertainment, and a fresh sea breeze. He raises a mug. What more could a man want? Show me your menu. Okay, what have you? Dragon egg? Dragon meat? Oh my days. They have the pile of pie. Excellent. Okay, lovely. Lovely. I don't actually need anything right now, but still, this place, ooh. It do be looking nice. Yeah, that's a soul. And that's a soul. Someone heard a very funny joke. The oven smells of roast game, hen, and baking bread. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make my mouth water. I want some freshly baked bread. I would like that. There appear to be bandits in the basement. That isn't good. Pale yellow and deep amber whiskies from the Deerwood and the Living Lands rest side by side. You're right. Just having a little chat with my associates. Alright then. Flasks of the infamous soul burn of the Deadfire Archipelago are are nestled next to crystal clear Narsitaki and Glamfellan spirits. I don't mind if I do. Rice, lovely. The proprietor has collected a respectful variety of bottles from around the world, from tart, Adia Reds to sweet summer wines of Rawatai. Oh shit. You've got drugs in the basement. We're not going to take them, but god damn it. Okay, so this place is shadier than I first anticipated. You've got bandits in the basement. Excellent. I mean, to be fair, you know, it's his place. It's his place. If he wants to rent out the basement to bandits, like, who are we to judge? And some pirates. Oh, excuse you. This map charts routes through the White March. Okay. Now let's back it up. Okay, now who are you? Okay. Maywith watches you through kohl-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling... did I say blade? Blade. Jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best keep it that way. Okay. You don't seem like a Brackenbury local. I'm a sailor. She gives you a half smile. And a liberator of certain goods. Maywith casually fingers a large earring. And the nice thing about the snobs here is that they're usually too polite to ask more. What brings you to the charred barrel? Maywith raises an eyebrow. What's it look like? Good wine and a little peace and quiet. She flips a copper coin with her thumb. And Skarian doesn't ask too many questions. I'll be going. Okay.
Hey there.
So we've got bandits in the basement, pirates upstairs. Excuse everyone.
Hey there.
Everyone, stick together. Yoink. An ixamitl water jug fashioned from white clay. Very nice. And, ooh, Mort du Jest. Yeah, these are all backers. I have to click on them just in case. Just in case. Because you never know when a quest giver will appear. This ashtray is painted with colourful waves and whirls in the style of Rawatai. This map of the Deerwood and Eaglanfath appears to predate the discovery of some of the ruins in the east. It's signed by the cartographer A. Skarian. Yes, so the owner. Ooh,
This
hello.
calls for a subtle touch.
Okay, and that's... Ah, there are people right here. Ximena wouldn't be so dumb as to steal right in front of people. Okay, let's head on out, and I am just about out of time for this episode. Let's have a read of a codex entry, though. That can go in there. Who? Okay, you can take that. Just everything go in there. We can sort it out at a later date. Okie doke. Now then, where were we up to? I remember the Erosion calendar. House Domenel, I think that's new. What can be said about House Domenel that isn't whispered fearfully in a back room over the dim light of a dying fire in fear that the wrong set of ears will hear it? The Domenel history is colourful and violent, exciting and more than a little bloody. The Domenels were a small Adiran family that dealt almost exclusively in textiles. They made a modest living, slowly gaining a reputation for having high-quality product. This reputation earned them connections, business, social, and sometimes martial. or marital. That solidified their position as the premier family of the region. If you wanted access to anyone, the de Menels were the way to do it. Soon, every city had a business that was owned, at least in part, by the de Menels. Their power and influence grew until many said the family had more power than even the Verkonig of Adir. But with the power came the corruption. One cannot have that level of control and expect to keep it through strictly legal means. Soon, rumours were spreading of threats and extortion. Though it cannot be proven, the unofficial report is that the de Menels were responsible for the death of Trinidig Bernwigger, which left his entire shipping empire in the hands of his wife, Udel de Menel Bernwigger. Oh, that's clever. With their hold on the land practically secured, the de Menels no longer stuck to the shadows, brazenly eliminating opponents, manipulating deals, and threatening anyone who might cause them a problem. Because they now dominated... There goes my timer. Because they now dominated the trade route, no one dared oppose them anymore, for fear their business would be strangled. Like most empires, though, not even theirs could last forever. The end came during the War of Defiance. Unlike most of the land, the de Menels threw in with Adir instead of Admath Hadrat. After the defeat of the Empire and the destruction wrought on the land during the war, not even the de Menels could rebuild what they had. And, having history show them on the wrong side of the war, no one would touch the name. The domain that took years to build crumbled in mere months. Today, the de Menels have once again built a name for themselves, proving they are still capable and savvy business people. Rumours about the family still circulate, though. Word is that members of the family are striving to lift the family from its current obscurity and elevate it to the power it once held. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Alrighty then. And on that note, in the next episode, I think we're going to go have a chat with the Reymont family. We did just nick from them. We did just nick for them. Maybe they haven't noticed that anything's gone missing. Maybe we'll be we're gonna go check. I need to see what their house is like at the very least. Ximena is nosy. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.